This HAN Network video is brought to you by Walter Stewart's Market.
On the campus of Fairfield Warde High School, this is the HAN Network's 2018 Spring Sports Tour. I'm Frank Renito, sitting alongside the boys tennis captains for the Mustangs. They are Jackson Cusick and Kyle Rubin. Boys, thank you for taking time with us this afternoon. Jackson, let me start with you being named a captain heading into your senior year. What did that mean to you?
Well, this year being my last year, I just really want to go out strong, and as a captain, I want to play a role that's really, motivating my teammates and kind of leading with an example and just trying to really make this the best season I've had yet.
Let's talk a little bit about the emotions of heading into your final year as you got back out onto the court and got preseason started here.
Yeah, no, it is kind of emotional, to think like this is my last kind of almost chance with my whole team and everything, and it's a lot, but of anything it's more just excitement, just pure excitement for the season. Yeah.
Well, Kyle, there's certainly a lot to be excited about. You bring back a healthy chunk of last year's roster. I mean, does that make this role for you and Jackson a little bit easier as captains here?
Yeah, we definitely have a strong team this year. Only lost one senior last year, and we brought a new freshman this year, and he's pretty strong. So, yeah. And
you talk about that experience that's going to come back with this roster. Do you think that's going to play to the advantage of the Mustangs here in 2018?
Oh, for sure, yeah. We definitely have a strong team. We're pretty deep in the lineup, so doubles as well. And, yeah, we'll play pretty good this year.
Obviously, the weather isn't always the best in New England this time of year, but how have the Mustangs been going about getting their swings in and making sure practice is still flowing?
We got out a good amount of time, so I mean, the weather is iffy, but we get out, so yeah, it's good.
And Jackson, for you, when you look back on the preseason, was there anything that stood out to you from this group that might have impressed you out of their play?
Well, this year, our coach really wanted us to focus on cardio and getting stronger with weights and stuff. So in terms of preseason, I was impressed with everybody's physical ability and everything. And I feel like we're much more prepared this year physically, because you got to have the foundations of being fit physically before you can then practice the actual sport you're playing. So yeah, it's that too is very exciting, and yeah.
You'll have your first match next week. You're going to take on Norwalk. Obviously, no one's winning FCIAC or states in that first game, but what do you want to see this team get out of that match to make sure they get off on the right foot this year?
Well, I mean, I think we just want to go in there with full confidence, and I mean, it'd be great to sweep them 7-0, and I really think we can do well in that match, and I just want to see a lot of communication between all of our teammates, and yeah, I think we just go out there and try our best.
Kyle, if this group wanted to set goals for the season, what is the team hoping that they'll be able to accomplish together?
Definitely playing within themselves. Consistency is very important as well, and also placement. So yeah.
Is there any one match in particular you guys are most excited for this year?
Definitely Ludlow.
Yeah,
Ludlow.
You can't go wrong saying Ludlow. Your last go about it with the rivals. Yeah. Boys, great job today. We want to wish you and the Mustangs best of luck on the court this season, and thank you so much for taking time with us.
Thank you for having us.
Alongside the boys tennis captains, this is the HAN Network's 2018 Spring Sports Tour. Stay tuned as we roll on through the rest of the conference.